All right, Waff, this is the series that we've been waiting for all playoffs long. We've been waiting to see who's going to make it to play to Worlds and who is going to be going home. And TSM and Cloud9 are here in the losers bracket fighting for that chance.
Jesus.
TSM just barely beating Golden Guardians, but Spica jumping right over that wall and immediately having to flash over. Very fortunate to not go down. Wow, Spica just gets out of there, and actually TSM gets first blood from this level 1. That was wild how C9 turned that. That was a bad play from Spica to start, and then
TSM just turned around.
Yeah. Now, when you're looking at these comps initially, my eyes immediately go to Lucian top for Broken Blade. A lot of people are liking him on these aggressive top laners, but here he is on the Lucian. I would have said I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but now he's got first blood. He's going to really be able to start bullying that top lane of Licorice. But here, look, this is supposed to be a C9 at least burning a flash of Spica without anything else.
Braum level 1 is one of the strongest comps, bro. Hands down what it is. But somehow TSM.
Yeah, they really turned that play, and that went from a disaster to getting your carry top laner on Lucian, the first blood. So really good turn for this. But let's go ahead with our predictions since we've been talking about this over the last week. We might have a little bit of differences of opinion. Why don't you say what you're predicting and then why? Just briefly, like 30 seconds.
TSM?
Yeah.
3-1, bro.
Okay. And what are your points on that? Why do you think that would be the case?
Double us back. He's gonna do work. And I also think that if they just play BB on aggressive champs, because I don't know if he does so good with tank.
Yeah, so keep Bjergsen on aggressive. Oh no, Broken Blade on carry top laners. Well, then okay, yeah. Then Broken Blade and Bjergsen on aggressive picks.
Nah, Bjergsen can play whatever he wants because he's that good. I think Biofrost has to be good. I think Biofrost is like make or break because if he does bad with double lift, then it's done. It's over. Good night.
Okay. Well, we'll have to
I don't think he will. I don't think he will though.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go the opposite, and I'm gonna say that it's gonna be C9 3-0, and that reason would be that the way that TSM looked in that Golden Guardian series, and the way that Biofrost looked, and that Spica only looked okay, and Broken Blade had some lanes that were very wanting. So I did not like the way they looked against Golden Guardians, and I think even C9 in this late season reduced form is going to make TSM look like a very ordinary team, like they've got a couple rookies on their team. Even though they just have one rookie, but they're going to make it look like Biofrost is going to look like a rookie, I think. But time will tell, and we do have TSM up 1-0 on the scoreline. So we still got a lot of series left. We are watching this live, and game 1, really going to be able to set the pace. And here, Broken Blade using the dash backwards, which is going to save his life, because if he's used that forwards to try to get the takedown on Licorice, he definitely would have been died. So that was Licorice trying to bait out
the
dash
way to
forward,
go,
but Broken Blade knowing not to get too aggressive yet. He did get that first blood, but remember, he hasn't bought yet, so he hasn't really got that full advantage just yet. But just wait till he gets... He's going to get Bilgewater Cutlass on his first buy. He'll probably get level 1 boots. He's stacking a lot of gold here in the top lane.
BB's playing good, bro. Just clean CSing. Clean fucking E. He's playing good Lucian, but he's put a lot of time in.
So I see two really different teams here. I see C9 picking a very defensive comp. very much for mid-game skirmishes, mid-game team fights, but then also being able to choose when they're going in hard or when to fall back. They have they have the global, semi-global with Niski and Sven. Blabber's gonna be able to keep people alive. Braum and Licorice, they're in the top, also defensive. Gonna be hard to take them down. And then when you look at TSM, they're looking to dominate the side lanes. Having that Lucian on the side, having the Twisted Fate being able to affect jungle skirmishes and side lane pushes.
You're trying to fight, right, with your Lucian Graves, and then have your TF and your Senna use their global alts to kind of just swing side fights. Like, turn a 1v1 into a 3v1.
Yep, like, absolutely. And then Biofrost should be able to help with that on the Rakan pick, but we're going to have to see. Is he going to be a core JJ kind of level of creative player, being able to find those flanks? Or is he just going to stick by double lift side and pass him the Guardian Shield every once in a while? We're going to see. We both have not been too impressed with Biofrost since his return.
He's good, though. He's good for NA. That's the problem, right? Like, he's better than Zazel, better than all your shit supports, but he's not there, man. He's not at that goddamn core JJ level.
Here they're showing the stacks now. Kindred 0 stacks so far for Blabber. Double lift though, picking 15. Up a few more Senna stacks.
Oh. So I think Braum actually does pretty good versus Rakan, eh? You can just W out.
I don't think it's one of the matches he counters or anything, but I think
I'm just thinking Rakan jumps in, right? Tries to knock up. Braum can just E out.
Yes. Or he can escape himself.
W out, I think.
Yes,
W out.
Like the Stand By Me or something.
Yeah. Goliath, how are you?
Doing well, friend. How are you?
Good. Watching my team play. Oh, Jesus. Hey.
Watching your team, huh?
Yeah, fucking... It's TSM versus Cloud9. And whoever wins this series gets to go to Worlds.
How many games in are they? Just first one?
First game. This is the first game. The craziest thing, man, is that, like, Rav and I know it doesn't motherfucking matter who wins. Nobody's doing nothing to these fucking Chinese and Korean.
Sure, but it's still like,
bro.
Yeah,
you should
rights
see what the fuck they're doing down there. Like 16-hour days. These animals that can predict everything. Ooh, Rav.
It's nice. Ooh, that was teleporting back into lane.
Yeah,
well, that's 2 kills over for him. So even though getting caught out, coming right back, getting the kill, and then picking up the objective on top of it.
That was your Senna TF ulti, right? Or was it TF? Yeah. Did TF ult it or no? I think Senna ulted. Like, we'll see. So now you have a 2v2.
Yeah. So Pearson is the first one that goes in, and then follow with Senna right behind it, and they've already won the fight at this point.
So TSM's doing good.
Yeah. This is what, North American finals?
Yeah. Is it semi? No, it's not semi. Is it semi? No, it's not semi. It's like fucking losers bracket.
It's like the final losers bracket.
Yeah.
It's a losers bracket?
Yeah. Both of these teams have each lost a best of 5 series.
Well, fucking, why aren't we playing AF then if it's a loser's bracket? Come on, boys.
Because it's like
you can go to Worlds. Yeah.
You can like redeem yourself.
Well, this is the only match that matters.
Yeah. That's why these are the two. This is for the last spot, and these are two. Both of them are supposed to be good teams. You could argue only one of them's a good team, but we'll see. But
Rav's not talking about my team, by the way, Goliath.
Okay.
He's saying that Cloud9 has looked better, and it's true. They've had some good showings.
Yeah, but Niski here going down 0-2 on the Galio. He went Predator as well.
Double lift in Bjergsen though, literally 0-0-3, bro.
They're
Zero.
facilitators,
The facilitators.
you know.
We make things happen.
Regulators.
The fuck did they call themselves in Starship Troopers? Was it Renegades?
Rough Riders.
Mm.
Is that what it was? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't watched that movie in a number of years. I need to watch it
I
again.
appreciate
Classic movie.
I appreciate that you know it, Goliath. Like, mm-hmm.
I
There
know
it is, Rob.
Their staff sergeant shouts, and then they go, hoo ha! And then you also remember the shower scenes, right? With the co-ed shower. And then
I read a really interesting article about that movie not too long ago. I'll try to find it. You guys would find it interesting.
Okay.
What was it about? What was the premise?
The premise was that so originally Starship Troopers was a book, and I think I don't know, it was years ago that I read this article, but
it's a number of books in a series.
Okay, so the guy wrote it, and I think when they tried to make a movie, the guy who was making the movie, because like the Starship, the movie is basically, and I've never read the books or anything, but the movie basically like it kind of glorifies like a military society.
Yeah.
And like the virtues of being in the military, and like it's kind of like almost like a fascist dictatorship, and they're like exterminating these aliens and blah blah blah.
But there's also the united
make it
threat
like
against the alien invaders, right?
The article is sticking in my head, but I'm doing a poor job like explaining it.
But the question was, did they have that society in Starship Troopers before the aliens came, and they knew that they had this kind of threat of the species? That's the real question. If they already had the militaristic, where you kind of like fascistic government that they did have in the movie, but the aliens had already come.
Wait. So sorry, I didn't follow you there.
So if it was just the world uniting against this otherworldly threat, then like having that type of government is not necessarily the worst thing. It might be good for a time, but if they had this government already before the aliens came, and it was just like, they were, having that same sort of attitude towards other peoples and other cultures, then you could like okay, well then.
Well, sure. No, I see what you're saying. I'm not even going to be able to find.
They definitely like. Between the books and the movie, like they definitely made it more campy and more kind of like comic booky. The movie.
Yeah, exactly. And like the point of this article was that like the guy who was he was like trying to make it seem ridiculously campy, but it just ended up everyone like loved it and took it seriously instead, basically.
like I think we all agree that one world government's not good, right? Like
the guy who it just depends. Like, yes, of course I'm against a one world. Like in an ideal situation, of course there's going to be some benefits to a one world government.
I always thought that it's like if it's America and Canada running the one world government, right, under our guise of our government, that'd be okay. I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't be okay with like a Chinese run style. Oh shit!
I wouldn't even want us to run anything.
You wouldn't?
No, fuck. You just I want to be fucking left alone to have like our own culture and our own society. I don't want to fucking have anything to do with anybody else. Given the choice, like let other cultures control their own destiny, and let our culture, whatever you want to call it, control ours. That's my personal opinion.
Do you not think that the future of humanity is shaped with the one world government type thing?
What do you mean?
Like say 2,000 years from now, 1,000 years, 500 years from now, sooner or later, I believe that we will go towards that. That the one world government will be the final destination.
I mean, who even knows if there's what's going to be around 500 years from now?
We're gonna get fucked up by some fucking galactic fucking asteroid from the Torrid Belt. Fuck our shit up.
We'll see.
We spend I guess we spend like 5 or 10 million on fucking on asteroid detection. Yeah, bro. One just passed within like.
Oh, but it's going in. Niski misses.
Oh.
That was about to be a big engage, but TSM's already got the advantage. Like, look, they still have full health bars here.
But look at the towers, though. They haven't lost a tower, and each tower looks pretty healthy.
C9's definitely contesting this. They're not letting this go. We'll see how much TSM really wants to stick with it, and it doesn't look like they're willing to die for it. But once again, up in the front, Niski is going to go ahead and go golden. But TSM's working the turn. Absolutely. They're still, everyone's full health with them. They just need to be able to catch one. Bjergsen's just got to land one gold card. He's just got to go, and he's done the right person, and he gets Sven here in the back line, but not enough to follow up.
Holy, that's
one
nice.
kill onto the jungler Blabber is going to be more than enough to be able to take this Rift Herald, and they're going to be extending their lead. Game 1. Oh, this makes it so interesting. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. I'd love to see these two organizations be able to come back and fight for a close spot, because I did not think it would be close. I thought
that
C9 was going to roll them.
That looked good. That looked real good. We're doing good. Let's swing on them. Take them into the streets. Notably Portland.
Very patient play from TSM there. They didn't rush that team fight. They pulled back as far as they could, and they saw that they had the advantage, and then they were finally able to go in. But once again, Niski misses his engage. He goes in with his taunt, and he doesn't hit it on anyone, and he's way too deep when he misses. So an unusually bad game here from Niski.
Oh, he's a trash can, bro. Get him out of here.
People were thinking a lot different tune there last split.
Bro, Double has given him the D Trump.
Are you saying that's going to be a prediction for the future election?
You're goddamn right I am. Saying golden showers for all Russian prostitutes, bro.
Hey, all right, well, I mean, there's going to be a segment of the public that's going to say amen to that.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
Another one, there might be tears, crying rivers of. If you thought the tears after Hillary were bad.
Oh my God! Goliath actually said he's going to help me collect them all, so we can bathe in them.
Collect what now?
All the liberal field.
Is this like a Ben Shapiro type of collecting of the tears?
He's kind of gone weird, bro. He is saying some weird stuff.
I haven't really listened to him. Really
dude, fucking Ben. Fuck Ben Shapiro.
Bro, he said that his wife can't get wet or something, and like he tried to defend it, and people were saying,
what does that mean?
His wife can't get wet, and then he released a study saying, he's like, my wife's a doctor, and she said that a large amount of women cannot get wet during sex, right? And guys were just saying that,
wet, like I see what you mean. Oh,
sexually aroused.
Gotcha.
Right? And everybody on Twitter was just tearing his ass apart.
Oh God, right? Yeah, that's not something you want to come out and say.
They're like, so you can't get your wife excited, and he's like, I can. I've done it twice.
Oh, man,
I have two kids. And he's like defending it. It's not good, man. Dude,
I haven't heard about that, but I've always. Well, I was a fan of his for a little while, but like.
Some of his views on like economic things and like the Liberal Party, pretty decent, but some of his views are just
honestly, I don't even agree with much of him on economics. He's just like your like standard bullshit, like corporate capitalist nonsense. Like the type of capitalism that I really dislike is like the type of capitalism that he is all about.
I guess what I mean is like trying to keep it
pretty hands off, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. So. I mean, maybe. I mean, I guess he is. I don't know. Maybe he is. He just seems to me like he's for like every war. He's always been like a big war guy,
Israel.
big Israel guy.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan.
I mean, he's pretty unapologetic about that, and you don't have to agree with him on that type of stuff. And
well, I don't.
I mean, right? Like that's it. Like I definitely don't. Out of anyone who I've ever listened to, I probably disagree with him like kind of the most on some of the more fundamental issues. But he's like, hey, like I'm an Orthodox Jew, like and I believe in the defense of Israel at all costs, and all enemies.
Well, there's plenty of Orthodox Jews who don't support Israel.
And I'm very I'm very religious, and I'm practicing, and so like the abortion topic, very easy for me. Very set on that. Okay, well, I understand where you're coming from. At least he's just going right out and saying it, and you kind of at least you kind of.
No, I see what you're saying. The other thing about him is like he always talks about like how much he hates cancel culture, and then like actively tries to cancel people who are to the right of him, and like I can't remember the specific example, but there's a bunch. There's a bunch of instances of him like, and not only that, I'm pretty sure like remember the whole Covington Nicholas Sandman thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he came out like against that kid when the video first came out.
Okay.
And he's just done like a couple things that are fairly like just kind of cringy like things that he's done.
There's nothing I've heard so far that completely discounts him or anything like that. Like it's like you say, Goliath. It's a little bit cringy or a little bit head.
Yeah. No, he's okay, but like, and the other thing is like a lot of times he's like, "Oh, I'm super against identity politics," but he's constantly bringing up like, how can I be racist? I'm Jewish. Like he's always talking about that sort of stuff. I shouldn't even be saying all this on a stream. Like, don't post this. Don't post this stream.
It is a little bit political, absolutely. Much more.
I forget. I don't even know that I forget that you're live streaming.
We are recording. Yeah. We absolutely are. This is our game 1 of the Hype NA League of Legends series between the storied organizations of Cloud9 and TSM. But also talking about very popular figures and topics that people enjoy listening to. And I haven't heard anything that's really warranting a not posting.
No,
we disagree with a conservative commentator. All right, well, these are some reasons why we disagree with him.
No, exactly. He's just like representative of like a very baby boomer type of conservatism that's like very bland and like, and I personally think that there is a role for government in, obviously you don't want them like deep into economic issues, but again, it's like, look, Canada has fucking, you guys are happy with the healthcare system up there for the most part. Is it perfect? No, but are you happy with it? Yes. And Ben Shapiro is very much somebody who's like, vehemently opposed to any sort of like intervention.
So he said the same thing basically for the last so many years, and he's like, well, you can have there's three things that make up a healthcare system, and with any system you can have 2 out of 3. You can't get 3 out of 3, but here a big 2-on-1 in bot lane. So we're going to be able to see if Licorice and Niski can turn this on Broken Blade. Broken Blade really far out, and he's trying to get out, but he's not able to. And they're able to get the kill on him, second one of the game. And what can C9 get off of this? Because I tell you what, TSM's getting the tower and moving towards the top lane and towards Baron. But he likes to say it's between it's between cost. So for whoever's listening, definitely Google this. But he'll say that you can have 2 out of 3. It's between like cost, average. So
he's basically saying, okay, sorry,
and then something else. But he's like, okay, with the socialized system, you'll get these two, like, like if you might need something, but it's not.
I see.
Urgent,
Yeah.
You're not going to get it in a socialized system, so that it doesn't have that aspect of it. But then, like on the privatized system, it's supposed to have lower cost and it's supposed to have more accessibility.
What he's basically saying is that the U.S. system sucks because it's like a mishmash of private and public. Or I see what your point is. You can have 2 out of the 3.
I'm not gonna say but that's his main argument, and it's just and he's like, well, like, I prefer, I think ours is better because at least gives you the freedom of, if you have the money, you can get whatever you want. Like,
yeah, and that's kind of what I mean by how cringy that statement is, because I'm sorry, Ben Shapiro, but there's no fucking way that anybody whose head isn't firmly up their ass, you have to have your head pretty far up your ass to think America has a better healthcare system than Canada does. And again, like, are there things that America does America produce America is the most high tech and advanced healthcare system in the world, but it doesn't do you any fucking metrics, right? Yeah, it doesn't do you any good if you don't have health insurance and you have fucking whatever.
You can get COVID. The craziest shit done. You guys can get the craziest shit done.
Exactly.
But not everybody can get it, and a lot of people die for stupid things that you shouldn't die for.
Again, there's pros and cons of each system.
But I guess
that I tend to hear the most in the American system is the average cost per patient, like for the same types of treatments. That's what people are almost uniformly against.
Oh, Waff! They just eliminated Sven, bro.
Yeah, that's their key carry.
Bro, Niski is fucked too.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are they going to take? 3-0. Looks like they're going to take Baron, and they got a chance to be able to push for this game 1. And I'm really excited because looks like we're going to get some games here.
I want you to take a look at BB's score. It's speaking to us.
420. Amen. 420. He's only died twice. You're playing a carry top Lucian.
I have to mute myself.
You only died twice. Got the tower as well against his opponent.
Sven's just not. Sven's not there, man.
Well, he's playing Ezreal, so we know he's going to be most likely playing Ezreal once again. He played Ezreal every game of their series against Golden Guardians.
He should be going for that fucking QSS.
And he's very, very far out. And TSM's just got too many tools.
Doublelift's got 8 assists here. BB's got 0 assists though, bro. Like, just.
Can you believe they have a chance of winning a playoff game here with Doublelift on Senna? He hates playing Senna. He's been the most vocal player.
He's even said he doesn't mind playing her now.
Currently, but previously he was the most vocal against her.
So he just doesn't like the play style.
Well, he's keeping out of the death column, only dying once. Keeping up in CS as well was Ven, who's arguably the best Ezreal player in North America.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Doublelift used to play a lot of Ezreal, but he just doesn't now.
My bad.
We're going to see what TSM's able to get. They're looking for inhibitors. They've still got another 2 minutes on this Baron. The tower health looking pretty good overall for C9. It's down in the mid lane, but full health in top and mid and bottom. TSM's looking to push all 3 lanes. And they're going to try to get as many Baron minions onto these towers for as long as possible. Malware bites. You can malware me another time.
Protect your shit, Rav.
I need it. It's been a while since I've ran a malware bite scan.
Watch out, guys. They're watching. They're watching for you. And so far, 2 towers down for TSM. C9 looking like they're going to give all of the towers up. But can they give all the inhibitors up at the same time? It's different coming back from it in 1 or 2 inhibs. It's a completely different story coming back from 3. And there, Niski is going to catch the taunt this time on Bjergsen, but without any team there, it's not really going to mean anything.
Bjergsen just sidesteps the Q.
It looks like C9's going on to top, and Broken Blade is going to give his life when Harry Carey in sacrifice to the Divine Wind God.
Jesus, he John Wicked him, bro.
But TSM being able to get 2 inhibitors down, and I think they're going to be mighty happy with that result. 10,000 gold, 3-2 dragons here.
I was going to make a Rittenhouse joke, bro. Is that what's the guy's name, Goliath? Was it Rittenhouse? The one we were talking about?
Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse, yeah.
Just gonna make a joke about that. Probably get you banned off YouTube, bro.
Yeah, probably. Those automatic censors, they pick up on keywords like that. Absolutely, Waff.
I'll stay away from him, bro.
Yeah.
Keep you.
I think we've passed that threshold by now in this conversation.
TSM's looking good, bro. They're looking.
They are. I'm like fairly error free, and you really like to see this from a game 1.
BB's the right type of big, man.
But if you got to say which over the years is who's some of the the best coached teams, often the C9 squad can claim that. They can turn it around.
Svenskeren dropped an interview, the I Will Dominate podcast or whatever. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. And Set's going to bring it in. They're going to bring Broken Blade in. They're going to try to get him down, but he's going to go golden, and he's just going to be able to survive as he's in Kindred's ult, but Niski's going to get him on the back. One's down, but they're going to need a lot more than that. And there, they just hit 2. Niski now with the double. TSM is in trouble. They're trying to finish this game, but they're not going to be able to do it with 3 players, and C9 lives to fight another day. What type of cat are they is the question. How many lives? They're going to have to be some sort of valuable kitty, maybe some sort of breeder-inspired, blue-eyed Persian variety.
Yes, that's exotic. I Will Dominate had a podcast, and Svenskeren said that Reaper has this tendency that once they get really good, they start experimenting with picks all the time.
Limit
and it leads to
testing
the downfall.
for the future.
Yeah, it leads to a downfall. Like,
I guess it proves useful in some points, but then you can also lose games. But there we have it, the 3rd inhibitor down. TSM getting the objective. C9 does have the soul, but it's not going to matter a whole lot, because if you're going to have 3 inhibitors down and the Baron, really TSM doesn't have to get in any sort of big team fights. They just have to back off and let their minions do the work for them.
Yeah, 3 inhibs down.
I want to see how cleanly they finish this game off, because they've already had an attempt and they lost the team fight. They're in top lane when they went to push that final inhibitor.
Oh, we get to find out right here.
Yep, let's check it out. It should be elementary, as Sherlock Holmes would say to Watson. But this is North America. We are not playing in the LPL here. This is TSM C9 in 2020 summer, and games can be lost.
I wouldn't be surprised if FlyQuest wins the game somehow.
I was thinking FlyQuest had a better chance to beat TL than TSM does to beat C9 is what my prediction is.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yep, Blabber going in, but Double is able to get out, but he's already low in health.
That's it.
The engage from Niski is left wanting, and these super minions are they're looking buff. They're looking like a Fast and the Furious 1 Vin Diesel. Before him and The Rock started having their macho-y macho contest.
They did it. They won the first game.
Oh, look at Double Lift. He's exhaling now.
That coffee.
Lovely. 1-0 in the series.
I like Bjergsen. I like Bjergsen's reaction. No reaction, bro.
Yep.
All business.
Yep, I like it. He's been here before, and he's ready to win another series.
Yes,
Waff, we're going to go right into game 2.
It's going to happen.
Let's see what kind of teams we're going to see. Thank you for your political musings, Goliath. Appreciate it, as always.
Skip ahead right to it.